Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to be reading Zoey and Sassafras. Now, here's the thing this is a chapter book, and this book has 16 chapters. Don't worry, we're not going to tackle it all today. Today, we're only going to be reading chapter 1. And once we get finished with reading chapter 1, then I have some questions that you guys need to answer. So, again, today's story is going to be about Zoey and Sassafras, Dragons and Marshmallows. This is the book that we're going to be looking at for the next 16 days. All right, so let's go into it. So this book, the story is by Asia Citro, and the pictures are by Marion Lindsay. So chapter 1, Bugs Circus. So it says, "What is it, Sassafras?" I crouched down and ruffled my cat's fluffy fur. He was trying to flip over a heavy, mossy rock with his paws. Something good was definitely under there. I gently tipped the rock over its side. Yes, I clapped my hands together. This rock was hiding a treasure. 1,000,000,000 roly-poly bugs. Okay, maybe not 1,000,000,000, but at least 20. Sassafras took a step forward. Meow. No, don't eat the bugs. That's gross. My cat loves bugs as much as I do, but we love them for different reasons. I love to play with them. He loves to eat them. Now, I just needed to think of something super amazing to do with the roly-polies. I held one in my hand, and its tiny feet tickled as it walked. Sassafras trotted over to my pile of stuff and pawed at my thinking goggles. Oh, good idea, I said, as I put them on my head. Most scientists wear goggles over their eyes, and I do too when I need to keep my eyes safe. But when I need to think of brilliant ideas, I wear my thinking goggles on top of my head. That way, they're closer to my brain. The roly-poly on my hand walked across a bridge I made by touching the tips of my two pointer fingers together. I've got it. Let's make a bug circus. I bent some thin twigs into hoops for the bugs to crawl through. Then I set up some small round rocks for them to balance on. Next, I tied some grass on either end of a flat piece of bark to make a swing that I held low to the ground, just in case any of them fell. My favorite part was a tightrope I made by balancing a long twig between two flat rocks. One of the biggest roly-polies crawled up to the twig tightrope. I got down on my elbows in the soft grass to cheer him on. Come on, little buggy. You can do it. Almost. No! He tumbled into the grass, and then another one followed. The bigger roly-polies were having too much trouble. I carefully plucked the smallest of the roly-polies from the ground. Okay, little guy, you might be the smallest, but I think you can do this. Show me what you've got. I placed the tiny roly-poly on one end of the twig. As he crawled along, I held my breath and didn't let it out until he was across. He made it! I jumped up, cheered, and looked around for my mom. Then I remembered she was inside packing. I was so used to her being out here with me. Mom is going to love this. Let's get her, Sassafras. Come on. I glanced over my shoulder just in time to catch Sassafras creeping toward my circus performers. No way, kitty. You're coming with me. I do not trust you out here with my bugs. My new little friends are not snacks. Sassafras gave me a stinky look, but he gave in and followed me. As we got close to the house, I spotted my mom in the window. But she wasn't looking at us. She was looking at our old barn and holding a photo. Well, that concludes our story today, Bug Circus. Now, here's the thing. Like I told you before, I have some questions for you guys. The first question is, who is Sassafras? Number 2, where was Zoey and Sassafras? Number 3, what type of bugs was Zoey and Sassafras collecting? Or what was Zoey collecting? Question number 4, what was Zoey doing with the bugs? And finally, question number 5, how did Sassafras feel about the bugs? For that last question, I want you to give me your reasoning. Explain your reasoning. How do we know how he felt? Justify your answer. Well, that's it for our reading today, Reading in Kinder. This is Mr. Robinson signing out. Have a good day.